What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video preview. Today we're going to take a look at the Wasp from Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania, and when it's available, head over to bigbadtoystore.com. I'll put the link down below. When it's available, it's not available yet. I don't know the price of this figure yet, but we shall discuss anyway. It looks good. I have the previous Wasp, and this looks a lot, I would say, more comic book accurate. I like the colors. It's vibrant. New head sculpt. Obviously, she's a little bit older. She got cut her hair. Again, more accurate to the source material. I don't, to be honest with you, I don't really care too much about that. Never read the comic books, but to those who did, I'm sure this would appeal more. I had no issues with the first Wasp. It looks great. The head sculpt actually improved because on the prototype, if you remember back then, there was a lot of backlash because she looks kind of, how should I say this? There's not a whole lot of detail when we saw the prototype, and then the final product came in. One of the few times, I would say, with her and Ray at that time, where the actual product actually improved better than the prototype, because we're used to seeing prototype being better and then we get the final product. It decreases by around 5 to 10%. Some details were lost in the translation, and that's normal to us. But to happen it the other way around, although it has happened in the past, this is one of the few times that we're like pleasantly surprised. With this, it looks good. I mean, it looks great. I think the the head sculpt looks what she does now. Of course, it's not the previous Wasp, but I think it looks great. And Cassie, I think that's the one that says to be revealed. I know you get one or the other. You know, if you get Wasp, you get the Ant-Man minifigure, and vice versa if you do have Ant-Man. So if you don't have both, this is a good chance to grab the pair. They kind of come in hand. If you buy one, you got to buy the other one. I mean, can you mix match? Meaning, if you have Ant-Man from the first movie, but you missed out on Wasp, of course you could. Especially with Ant-Man, because his outfit looks kind of the same anyway. But I like, there's something about this Wasp that I like. It's more vibrant compared to the old one. Although the old one has something a little bit special for me because she appeared in that suit on Endgame. So that's, as you guys know, Endgame is kind of like my Marvel reference here. The wings that she does have seems easier to manage as well compared to the previous one. The previous one is massive, not a whole lot of movement. It looks like with this, you can kind of tuck it in the back to make it a bit more smaller so it doesn't occupy too much space. With all these winged figures coming out with her, Falcon or Captain America, and then if you have Golden Armor, which I just recently picked up as well, you won't have enough space. So, but they're still pretty cool to display like this because they're very unique. They're catchy. We often say this word like shelf presence. She definitely does have that. Again, I like the separate rolling eyeball system or SIRS that they incorporated within these two figures. I think it adds to the dynamic, although it does change the look. Like the one on the left, I don't see Evangeline Lilly so much. But on the other one, on the one on the right, I can clearly see her there. So it all depends, I guess, in how the eyes are positioned. But with that being said, I still love having that option on any figure. As long as it's done right and it doesn't sacrifice the quality and the likeness by integrating that purse. Because I feel like with Mark 6, I don't know if it's actually the eyes or the paint application for Tony Stark, but something for me is off on that head sculpt. I wouldn't say the same way with this head sculpt. I think this is a lot better likeness than the Mark 6. Mark 6 is not bad. It's just looks a little strange to me. But this one looks good. Both of them. Both um, Ant-Man and Wasp, I think looks pretty good on both of their head sculpts. And I'm just glad to see this purse or SIRS being standardized in Hot Toys releases. I love it. I love it. Options are always good. I like the hairstyle here. If we're talking about the suit, I would reckon it's the same suit that they used from the previous one, meaning there's gonna be movements. You see the elbow pads, not elbow pads, the shoulder pads are glued on to the shoulders itself. So it's not, an armor piece that is integrated to the shoulder. So that's why you see her arms moving forward without any hindrance right there. Even the knee pads, yeah, as you can see there, they've done this magnificently, I would say, in the past few figures. So no doubt, like this is fairly well articulated figure, if you can see from the prototypes here. I mean, it's not Spider-Man-esque, but still, and it looks like the suit itself, if it's anything like the suit before, it would just heal up, because that's what happens to my my older Wasp, which is I still do have it in Ant-Man. Just don't post them, even at this pose, for a long time. What I would suggest is post him, if you're gonna leave him in the cabinet or whatever your display, museum pose. Take him out, have fun with it, post it around, post it dynamically, take a picture, share it online, share it on groups. When you're done, and if you want to really preserve this, put them back on the museum pose, put the hands down, and I can guarantee you follow those routine, and your figure's gonna last a long time. Because I've never had any flaking or any damages on the suit on my figures, even the ones who are notorious for doing that. Never had one, because I never leave them in a dynamic pose. Even like this, where you bend the knee, because you are putting a risk, putting a lot of stress on the suit. But if you don't mind that, hey, you only live once, right? If you don't mind that, these are meant to be replaced. They're just toys. Have at it. Have fun. Do your thing. Thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments, are you going to pick this up? You're going to skip on it? And I will see you guys in the next video.